So you're flying into the Philippines hoping to experience tropical beaches, friendly people, and maybe a little bit of panty-dropping romance? Well, my friend, I got you covered. Today, we're breaking down 10 ways to make a Filipina chase you. And yes, that includes dropping those panties. Let's dive in. Sounds easy, right? You'd be surprised how many guys still manage to mess this up. We're talking about the ones who send eggplant emojis, or the actual eggplant, before even saying hi. Or the guys asking for nudes 30 seconds into the chat like they're speedrunning rejection. Look, most Filipinas already assume the first thing you want to show them is the ceiling of your hotel room. But you don't need to confirm it in the first message. If you come off as a creep, you're not dropping panties. You're dropping your chances. Be normal. Be decent. Yes, sometimes it really is that simple. If you want to sound charming and not like a walking red flag, check out my Filipina texting playbook, links in the description. If you're spending all your time in Boracay, BGC, or Makati, congratulations, you're just another nose in the crowd. 1,000 foreigners pass through those places daily. You blend in like a dropped coin in an SM food court. But head somewhere less touristy and suddenly you're not just a foreigner. You're the event. You'll get looks like, wow, he's foreign and he's here. Did he get lost? You'll have Lolas whispering about you, kids waving, and Filipinas smiling at you. That's right. You just became the local celebrity without even trying. Panties slipping. Basic hygiene shouldn't be a life hack. But here we are. It's hot. It's humid. You're sweating in places you didn't know could sweat. And then you show up to the date in your airport clothes, still smelling like the plane seat, immigration line, and 3 layovers? Big no-no. Look, nobody expects you to smell like a luxury cologne ad. But if you roll in smelling like a bus terminal in Quezon City at rush hour, trust me. Panty status. Unstable. Grab some deodorant, change your shirt, brush your teeth, maybe even floss. If you smell like crisp cologne, fresh out the shower, or like you just walked out of an air-conditioned mall instead of public transport, you're already halfway to victory. And bonus points if she compliments your scent. That's basically her saying, yes, I'd sit next to you on a packed jeepney. And in the Philippines, that's love. Visiting the Philippines for the first time? Tell everyone. Post it, shout it, tattoo it on your forehead if you have to. Here's the truth. If you've been living here for months, or worse, years, most Filipinas get suspicious. They're thinking, how many girls has he been with? Does he already have a Filipina wife somewhere in Cebu? A baby on the way in Davao? But if it's your first time, you're fresh, exciting, and full of clueless charm. You haven't turned into that guy who treats dates like a Grab booking. You're wide-eyed and wondering why Jollibee spaghetti is sweet. And that innocence? Instant panty trigger. Panties, hanging on for dear life, one Tagalog compliment away from liftoff. Speaking of Tagalog, one compliment in her language can be the perfect liftoff. Even just saying maganda ka, that's Tagalog for you're beautiful, can melt a heart, or maybe even a few panties. But I'm not saying it should be your opening message on a dating app. Remember what we talked about earlier. Don't be creepy. Build some connection first. Learning a few simple phrases shows respect and interest. Plus, it's a great way to get a laugh, especially if you butcher the pronunciation. So, brush up on your salamat. Thank you. Kamusta ka? How are you? And of course, saan ang best halo-halo? Where's the best halo-halo? And you'll be speaking her language, literally and romantically. Panties melting, hearts winning. You ahead of the game. If she invites you to meet her family, friends, or even her dog, that's a green flag in neon flashing serious business ahead. Say yes, be respectful, make an impression. This isn't just a casual meetup. It's her way of saying, I'm thinking long term, so bring your A game. Filipinas take family seriously. If you can charm her kuya, older brother, auntie, or even her barkada, close friends. You're basically earning VIP status. But prepare yourself for endless questions, lots of teasing, and maybe even a few "when are you getting married" comments. And no, it's not a joke. She's picturing you as her future baby daddy, partner in crime, and the guy who's going to embarrass her kids someday. Panties may not drop that night, but trust me, they're definitely on a countdown. So bring your best manners, your funniest jokes, and maybe a small gift. A box of chocolates or some local treats will go a long way. Remember, meeting the family is less about instant attraction and more about showing you're the guy worth sticking around for. Want to make her excited? Say the words, "Let's go to El Nido." Even better if you book the whole thing, organize it, and actually go. There's nothing worse than the classic "maybe we should go on a trip sometime" guy who never actually follows through. If you bring it up, get a yes, and then start planning, panties will drop before you even make it there. And no, it doesn't have to be flashy or expensive. It's about showing you're serious, reliable, and ready to turn words into action. Trust me, that's a major panty dropper. So be the guy who plans the trip, not just talks about it. Because in the Philippines, promises are nice, but follow-through is irresistible. Okay, I get it. Height isn't something you can control. You didn't choose to be tall. And you can't exactly download inches. But I am calling it out because it matters here. Big time. Filipinas love tall guys. Not in a kinda cute way, in a "please pass your jeans to my kids" kind of way. In a country where the average dude is about 5'4", just being 6 feet tall can make you feel like a walking Eiffel Tower. And then there's the nose. Not the cute button kind. We're talking that strong, pointy Western nose. It's basically face abs, total panty magnet. You don't even have to try that hard. Show up, be tall, have that nose, and boom, instant attention. You'll hear compliments you didn't even know applied to noses. Yes, it's superficial. No, it's not fair. But if you've got it, own it with humility, and sprinkle in a little charm while you're at it. Because in the Philippines, being tall and nose-blessed is like having a cheat code. Combine that with basic manners and a clean shirt? Panty Forecast, approaching storm levels. Look, I get it. You're excited. You matched with a beautiful Filipina, and now you're suddenly ready to unload your entire life story. Your childhood trauma? Your dog's name? Your ex who just didn't get you? Bro, chill. Mystery is sexy. Don't be the guy who emotionally speedruns the relationship in 48 hours. You don't need to unpack your family tree, tax returns, and favorite pizza topping on date 1. Let her discover you, slowly, bit by bit. Curiosity is your secret weapon. Because when she starts thinking, "Wait, why isn't he drooling over me like all the others?" That's when the magic kicks in. You're no longer just another dude. You're a mystery, a slow burn, a story she wants to keep reading. And sure, the panties might not drop right away, but when they do, it won't be a drop, it'll be a landslide. I can already hear some of you typing furiously. You forgot the ultimate panty dropper, money. Sure, if you start paying her bills, sending cash to her Gcash, or covering her whole family's rent, panties might drop faster than your portfolio in a market crash. But here's the truth. They might not. You might just get ghosted by your own generosity. Or worse, you'll end up the nice guy who's broke and heartbroken. Money can open doors, but it won't build connection. It attracts attention, not affection. So unless you enjoy paying for someone else's mobile data while they chat with the guy they actually like, don't lead with your bank account. Be generous? Yes. Be thoughtful? Always. But don't try to buy your way into her heart. Because real panty-dropping energy, that comes from who you are, not how much you send. So there you have it. 10 ways to make her notice you. And yes, maybe even drop those panties. Got any additions to the list? I'd love to hear your stories and experiences. Drop them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more tips just like this. And hey, if you want to know what renting a Filipina means in the Philippines, check out this next video right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.